on behalf of Embassy of India, welcome you all to Satya Varta, a talk on Mahatma Gandhi. We will now pay a floral tribute to Mahatma Gandhi.
Good evening. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to the Indian Embassy for Satya Varta, a talk on thoughts and philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. This event is a part of celebration of 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the great Indian apostle of peace and non-violence and the father of the Indian nation. His guiding principles of ahimsa, that is non-violence, satyagraha, that is force born of truth, and sarvodaya, upliftment of all, are universal in character and relevant in both space and time. They are as relevant today as they were during his life and will continue to offer solutions to the challenges faced by the humankind. Colonel Abdul-Wahab was a senior member of the Royal Oman Police. After retiring from service, Colonel Abdul-Wahab worked as a trainer and then joined the Oman Airports Management Company. Colonel Abdul-Wahab Abdul-Karim Al-Balushi, a renowned speaker who has been greatly influenced by Gandhiji. He is the keynote speaker for today's event.
I'm truly honored and proud to speak on this occasion. I say this because I believe and try to apply the principles of Gandhi in my life as much as possible. I was thinking, there's so much said about Mahatma. I want to say something maybe somebody hasn't said before. So I sort of looked at the spelling of Gandhi's letters, and I looked at the word, and I said, G stands for what? For good. Good, great. Many things can be said, but I picked up the word good. Mahatma actually can be remembered for the good he did for humanity and for India. And A for admirable, somebody to be admired, somebody who actually chose to do things for others. And people like that should be admired throughout history. N, I wasn't sure, but I felt the word noble is fitting. I thought he is really noble. Noble in the way he treated others, in the way he made others feel. D, I thought devoted was the right word. Dedicated could be the right word. He devoted his life for causes, the most important causes, non-violence and the truth and the freedom. And H, again, there's many words that can describe Mahatma with H, but I thought honorable is the best one. He was an honorable person in his belief in the truth, and that truth will prevail. And I thought he's an individual, but not any individual. He's an individual who his thoughts, he thought and behaved in his own way. That means nobody really, he wasn't individualistic in the way he did things. He wasn't somebody just, other than Gandhi would do the things Gandhi did. That's why Gandhi stands out, and he is an individual. Now, I always say, when you think peace, Gandhi comes into the picture. You have to think Gandhi. So when I was doing some of my readings in late 60s, early 70s, I naturally read a lot about Gandhi. But there was a time when there was a lot of wars going on in the 70s. There was a Cold War, there was the Korean War, Vietnam War, many wars. Even here, we had in this region, without mentioning much, but wars. And the question was always in my mind, why wars? I mean, why people can't get some understanding going? Because war creates nothing but miseries. So I got the answers to most of my questions from Gandhi. And slowly but surely, my thoughts began to be influenced by him. And I began to learn and understand the stance he took in both South Africa and in India, how his actions actually changed India, change the world, perhaps. When I got a chance to visit India, I took the opportunity to visit the place where Gandhi stayed in Mumbai too. I was clearly influenced by his message of peace. The 70s was a time of other changes too. The movement of the hippies to music bands, all propagating messages of oneness and peace. So Gandhi could ideally be called the father of these peace movements too. Think Gandhi and automatically our thoughts are on peace and on non-violence. Think of any other movement, activism, or a fight against corruption or injustice. And again, it's Gandhi who universally is the inspiration, and he comes to mind. His vision and his message of peace simply cuts across all borders. Gandhi is regarded as a moral authority on all these movements. So Gandhi is always, was and will be the inspiration for those who involve this movement. Now, I think Gandhi's teachings are more relevant today than they were at the time Gandhi was teaching. As I stand here and knowing the news, and you're all aware of all the things that are happening, I'm aware that I'm not the first to speak about Gandhi, nor will I ever be the last. Again, is there anyone in this hall that doesn't know about Gandhi enough to know that Gandhi actually gave all his life to help others, pass his thoughts, pass his teaching, and help to make the life of many better life. And again, the lessons Mahatma tried to teach many is that change starts with you. Change begins in you. And our teaching would say that person does not change, or God cannot change a person unless he changes himself first. So change begins in you. So change you, and you can change things. So change yourself first. Mahatma said, be the change you want to see the world. The concept of changing yourself to reflect what you want to see around you is simple in theory, but requires hard work, patience, and determination to attain. Gandhi taught this important principle in his words, but epitomized them in his action. Even when facing imprisonment, hunger, and possible death, Gandhi remained steadfast, loving, and peaceful. So, the famous saying that is always quoted from Gandhi, an eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Violence begets violence and is not solution for any fight for right or justice or truth. If there was one thing Gandhi hated most, it was violence, because he clearly saw the sheer fatality of it. And obviously, when it comes to truth, Gandhi always preached pursuing the truth. The autobiography of Gandhi itself, called My Experiment with Truth, needless to say, Mahatma Gandhi was a big proponent of truthfulness. Gandhi said, even if you are minority of one, the truth is the truth. He warned people against blindly accepting information without carefully examining it or careful examination. Propaganda does not make something true. Repeating of information does not make something true. The attainment of truth happens through careful examination, a critical eye, and an open mind. The issue that Mahatma spoke of is so evident in our life today. Just look at the amount of fake news and lies that are being spread in social media. And all of you, I think, every day, sometimes doubt whether what you're reading, the messages coming through, how much truth there are in them. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was deeply enlightened by his teaching, such as the love your enemies philosophy, which inspired him to fight for African Americans' right, without the use of weapon and violence. Dr. King said, I became deeply fascinated by Gandhi's campaigns of nonviolent resistance. And actually, Nelson Mandela took a note from the learning of Dr. King. And Nelson Mandela, who's known as the father of South Africa, was also deeply influenced by Gandhi's teaching. Mandela had called Gandhi as one of his greatest influencers in his life. Gandhi was also a major influence on revolutionary scientist Einstein. Former US President Obama in September 2009 said that his biggest inspiration came from Gandhi. His reply was in response to the question, who was the person, dead or alive, that would you choose to dine with? In an address to the Parliament of India in 2010, Obama said, I am mindful that I might not be standing before you today as the President of the United States had it not been for Gandhi and the message he shared with America and the world. And that's a great testament, I think, coming from Obama. As you all know, Gandhi's birthday, 2nd October, is celebrated as International Day of Nonviolence, as announced by the United Nations, and now we are at his 150th birthday anniversary. As Gandhi always said, be the change you wish to see the world, and with the change, let the world become a better place to live in for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening patiently, and I wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you very much.